Hail drink tankers, this is the apex of low alcohol vino. Now some wines are lower in booze content, which is perfect for lunchtime sipping or to make the evening last all night. Bring it on! Over the past few years, big, rich alcoholic wines developed popularity. I think partly they were very friendly in style, full of flavour and easy to understand. But there's been a bit of a backlash. People are looking for more of a classic approach these days, wines that go better with your food and that don't knock you out after a single glass. Some reds are often at 14.5 to 15%, while others come in at just 12%. It's a big difference after a few glasses. Trust me, I've been there. With whites, it's even more marked, from around 7.5% to whites I've even seen at around 15%. That's double the booze! But where should you look, and what makes a low alcohol wine? Wines that are naturally low in alcohol come from cooler climates such as France's Loire Valley, Tasmania, or you can even look at England. English wine has a bright future ahead of it, especially fizz, bubblicious. And another way of looking at a low alcohol wine is to pick the grapes a little bit early, because you get less sugar, which makes less alcohol. Remember, all the alcohol in wine comes from sugar. The other way you can do it is to stop the fermentation, which leaves a bit more sugar in the glass, but also keeps the alcohol in check. You can stop the fermentation by chilling it down, as in the case of Asti Spumante. Well, I think it's got to come back into fashion. It's a fabulous summery drink, and actually it's great if you're new to wine because it's not too full on, it's quite sweet and fruity. It goes brilliantly in a garden with a fruit salad in the summer, but also it's a surprisingly interesting match with Christmas pudding. Think of all the dried fruit in that Christmas pud. It's quite dense, thick and rich. The sparkling Asti Spumante gives it a lovely lift. It's grapey, sweet enough to cope with the flavours, and also lower in alcohol, which will keep your guests disco dancing right through the Queen's speech. Let's hoof it up. German Riesling is not the most popular drink at the moment. I think it's underrated. It's refreshing, it's fruity, and you can find them at 7 or 8% alcohol. Generally, the Rieslings that you'll find from Germany are off-dry to sweet, but they're marvellous as an aperitif with spicy food or just to celebrate the glory of something a bit different. There are 3 places in Germany I'd urge you to taste Riesling from. The Mosel produces bright, pinging Riesling, Pfalz more minerally and shrill, and then Rheingau, fruity wines and a little bit spicy. If you're after a bright, zinging low alcohol wine, look to Portuguese Vino Verde. It's a great drink, often with a little spritz in it, a beautiful match with summery shellfish, and it's about 10.5% in alcohol. It's bright, deft and spritzy. You could even look to a more unusual place, such as Spain's Basque region, which produces Chacolí wines, which are delightfully crisp with a lemony spritz and generally between 9.5 and 11%. Australia too, it's not all about hoofing great wines from there. Hunter Valley Semillon is often around 10.5% to 11.5%, so those are all great places to start your quest. Forage. Low alcohol wines, booze busters. Cheers! Drink tank policies. If you're looking for low alcohol, pinging crisp whites, look to wines from a cool climate. If you're looking for wines with a bit of sweetness in them, look for wines where the fermentation has been stopped, as in the case of Asti Spumante. And finally, the ultimate low alcohol vino has got to be German Riesling. Have it!